Look at your phone. Look at your camera roll. What do you see? Is it selfies? Is it photos of your lunch? Or is it hundreds, maybe thousands of photos of a creature that isn't human? Look around. We have strollers for dogs. We have birthday parties for cats. We have people who will proudly say, "I don't want kids, I have my dog." Some people laugh at this. They think it's silly. They think it's just people playing pretend. But it's not pretend. Psychologically, the brain does not know the difference. When you look at your pet and you feel that rush of love, your body is releasing the exact same chemicals it would release if you were looking at your own human child. We are not just pet owners anymore. We are parents to a different species. But why? Why are we doing this now? Is it just because they are cute? Or is it because we are lonely? The answer is much deeper. We treat them like children because they offer us the one thing human children can never give us: a love that never grows up, never judges, and never leaves. Today we are going to look at why your brain treats them like children, why that is actually a sign of high emotional intelligence, and why this relationship might just be the most honest one you will ever have. Let's start with the most obvious reason: the concept of the forever child. If you have a human child, your job is to raise them to leave you. That is the hard truth of parenting. You teach them to walk so they can walk away. You teach them to talk so they can argue with you. You raise them to become independent adults who eventually won't need you anymore. But a pet? A pet is the child that never leaves. For people who have a deep fear of abandonment, or for people who need to feel needed, a pet is the perfect solution. They will never pack their bags and move to college. They will never get married and forget to call you. They stay in that toddler phase forever. They always need you to feed them. They always need you to help them. They always want to be near you. This creates a sense of permanent safety for the owner. You don't have to worry about the relationship changing. It is frozen in time. It is a bond that is safe from the pain of growing apart. Have you ever looked at your dog or cat and felt a sudden, overwhelming wave of affection, a feeling like you want to squeeze them or you just can't handle how cute they are? That is called cute aggression, and it is your brain trying to regulate an overdose of love. But why do we feel it? It's because of a concept called neoteny. Humans are hardwired to protect babies. Evolution installed a code in us. If it has big eyes, a round forehead, a small nose, and clumsy movements, you must keep it alive. This is the baby schema. Human children grow out of this. They get lanky. Their features sharpen. They stop looking like helpless infants. Your pet never grows out of it. A dog, a cat, even a rabbit. They are biologically designed to remain in a permanent state of babyhood. When you look at them, your brain releases oxytocin, the exact same hormone that bonds a mother to her newborn. This isn't a metaphor. If we scan your brain while you look into your dog's eyes, the chemical signature is nearly identical to a parent looking at their child. So when you call yourself a mom or a dad to your pet, you aren't role-playing. You are describing the chemical reality of your brain. You're a parent because your brain has decided you're one. But biology is only the hardware. Let's talk about the software. Let's talk about attachment theory. In human relationships, attachment is complicated. Children grow up. They learn to speak. They learn to judge. They learn to say, "I hate you." They leave for college. They form their own lives. Human parenting is a process of letting go. Pet parenting is a process of holding on. For the person who treats their pet like a child, this animal represents something that human children cannot: the eternal innocent. Your pet will never become a teenager who slams the door. They will never criticize your career choices. They will never move to another city and forget to call. Psychologically, the fur baby offers a secure base without the risk of rejection. If you are someone who has experienced abandonment, or if you are someone who finds the complexity of human relationships exhausting, the pet is the antidote. It is a relationship frozen in the honeymoon phase of parenting. It is the joy of nurturing without the pain of separation. You are drawn to this dynamic not because you are avoiding reality, but because you are seeking a safe harbor. You are creating a bond that is unbreakable by time or maturity. You are choosing a child who will need you, love you, and stay with you until the very end. A pet offers simple love. This is a massive draw for people who have high anxiety or who deal with a lot of stress in their daily lives. When you come home to your fur baby, you don't have to explain your day. You don't have to apologize for being tired. You don't have to pretend to be happy. They just want you exactly as you are. Maybe you felt judged by your own parents. Maybe you feel judged by society. But your dog, your cat, they think you are everything. This is why we spoil them. This is why we cook them special meals and let them sleep in the bed. We are rewarding them for making us feel safe. We are giving them the best life possible because they give us the only place in the world where we are enough. Now let's look at you, the human. Who are you really? Society likes to paint the pet parent as someone who fills a void, the crazy cat lady, the couple who couldn't have kids. This is a lazy analysis. The truth is, people who treat pets like children are often high-capacity nurturers. You have a surplus of caregiving energy. You are likely the person in your friend group who makes sure everyone got home safe. You're the one who remembers birthdays. You're the one who worries. For the millennial and Gen Z generations, this is even more profound. The world is expensive. The future is uncertain. Traditional milestones like buying a house or having a human family feel out of reach for many. But the nurturing instinct, the need to take care of something, doesn't just go away. It is still there. It needs a place to go. So the pet becomes the recipient of all that energy. They are not a replacement in a bad way. They are an alternative. They allow people to have a family without the crushing weight of modern financial stress. They allow you to be a caregiver without giving up your entire freedom. They are the light version of parenthood that fits into a busy, modern life. This is you claiming your identity as a caregiver. You are saying, I have love to give, and I will give it to the creature that appreciates it the most. And for many, that bond is just as real and just as important as a blood relation. It is a family chosen, not born. There is another layer here, a darker one. It's about control. Raising a human is messy. You can do everything right, and things can still go wrong. They make their own choices. But with a pet, you have almost total control. You choose what they eat. You choose where they go. You choose who they play with. And for people who feel like their own lives are out of control, maybe your job is chaotic, or the world feels scary, raising a pet perfectly becomes a way to cope. You see this in the owners who are obsessed with a perfect diet for their dog, or the ones who have a strict schedule for their cat. They are channeling all their anxiety into caring for this creature. It feels good to be the master of a small world. It feels good to know that you can keep this one living thing happy and healthy, even if the rest of the world is falling apart. Just like we analyze the animals, we need to analyze the types of pet parents, because not all of you are doing this for the same reason. Which one are you? The guardian, the anxious protector. You are the one who doesn't trust the dog walker. You have cameras in your house to watch them while you're at work. You worry if they sneeze. Psychology says you're likely a person with high empathy, but also high anxiety. Your pet is your external heart. When they are safe, you are safe. When they are vulnerable, you feel exposed. You treat them like a child because you know how fragile life is. You are a protector of the innocent. Your love is fierce, vigilant, and all-consuming. The soulmate, the deep bonder. You don't just take care of them, you talk to them. You feel like they understand your words. You prefer a Friday night with your dog to a night out with friends. Psychology says you are seeking intellectual and emotional intimacy. You treat them like a child, but also like a partner. You value authenticity. Humans force you to wear a mask. Your pet allows you to take it off. You are likely an introvert, a thinker, someone who values deep, quiet connection over superficial noise. The redeemer, the healer. Maybe you rescued them. Maybe they were broken, scared, or sick when you found them, and you fixed them. Psychology says you are a restorer. By saving them, you're often healing a part of yourself. Every time you show them kindness, you're proving that the world can be good. You treat them like a child because you want to give them the childhood you perhaps didn't have or the safety you wish you saw more of in the world. This is the most noble form of projection. But just as we can heal them, they can heal us, specifically our inner child. This is the most powerful point. When we treat our pets like children, we are often fixing the way we were treated when we were small. Think about it. The way you talk to your dog. You're so good. You're so smart. Look at you. Is that how your parents talked to you? If it wasn't, then you are doing something called reparenting. You are giving this animal the love, the patience, and the safety that you wished you had. Every time you buy them a toy, you are healing a little part of yourself that didn't get enough toys. Every time you hold them when they are scared of thunder, You are healing the part of yourself that was left alone in the dark. You are proving to yourself that you are capable of being a good, protective parent. You are breaking the cycle of pain using a different species. This is why it hurts so much when people make fun of pet parents. They don't see that it's not just about the dog. It's about the person trying to put more love into the world than they took out of it. Because we love them like children, we grieve them like children. This is the hardest part of the psychology. When a pet parent loses their baby, society often tells them to get over it. They say it was just a dog, but the brain doesn't agree. The brain has lost its primary source of oxytocin. It has lost its daily routine. It has lost the creature that relied on it for everything. The pain is often disenfranchised grief. That means it is a grief that society doesn't respect. This makes it even harder to heal. If you treat your pet like a child, you need to know that your pain is valid. You are losing a family member. You're losing the only witness to your private life. The silence in the house is heavy because the child who filled it with life is gone. So where does this leave us? We are living in a time where the definition of family is expanding. For thousands of years, family was about survival and lineage. Today, family is about connection. If you treat your pet like your child, you are a pioneer of this new emotional landscape. You are proving that biology doesn't define family. Love defines family. You are proving that a soul is a soul regardless of the body it comes in. There is a profound spiritual maturity in looking at a creature that cannot speak, that looks nothing like you, and saying, "You are mine, and I am yours." So if you are one of those people who calls your dog your son or your cat your daughter, don't let anyone make you feel stupid. You are simply a person with a lot of love to give, and you have found the safest, purest place to put it. You have found a relationship that is free of lies, free of judgment, free of the complications of human ego. You have chosen to be a guardian to a soul that cannot speak, and in return, they have given you a love that does not need words. Whether it is biology or trauma or just the need for connection, it is real. So go ahead, buy the sweater, cook the chicken, talk to them in that silly voice. Because in a world that can be so hard and so cold, loving something with your whole heart is never a mistake. So if you made it this far, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, if you have a fur baby who saved your life just by being there, hit that like button. Let's show the world how many of us there are. And if you want to understand more about the hidden reasons why we do what we do, tap subscribe. And remember, family isn't always about whose blood you have. Sometimes it's about who is waiting for you at the door when you get home.